Hello again, and welcome back to SparkCast Media. It's been a minute, and we're already off to a nice start with that cough. We could have just coughed like 5 seconds ago.
Dude, I gotta get a nice introduction, dude. I gotta get my voice ready and let them know, like, I'm popping, dude. Let's get it.
All right.
Nice weather, dude. No more snow in the Midwest. Well, I mean, we'll probably get some, but hey, not right now. We're getting some good weather in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's been nice weather. Nice times. I mean, I've been sick. Sounds like you're gonna be sick soon.
That was a different cough.
Oh, different cough.
Yeah, that was a different cough from sickness. I'm healthy. I'm a healthy guy.
Okay.
I haven't been sick since last year.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well,
Don't make me sick, dude. I won't like you if you make me sick.
no, I've been taking a Dayquil and a NyQuil, getting through it.
No ZQL?
No, it doesn't have any medicine in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't need help sleeping, really. Maybe I do, but
I don't even know. I'm just saying ZQL. I don't know. I don't know if that's the actual thing or not, but hey. Did you hear about last night? Basketball? I told you a little bit before, but
yeah, I heard about it.
night of the upsets. Your Boston Celtics went down. Their 13th loss of the season, which is still really impressive because I think the OKC are at 12 losses, and the Minnesota's at 12 losses. And Nuggets got their 13th loss too last night too, to the Suns. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the rankings right now as we speak because I know the losses because I want to follow like the seedings and stuff like that because it's close in the West for the top three, and then it's like after that it's like the bottom like six is like close.
Yeah, the West is really close. The Celtics, even though they lost last night, are still like 6.5 to 7 games ahead of the second seed in the East.
7.5, yeah. 7.5 from Milwaukee, and Milwaukee is fighting the second seed from for Cleveland right now, which beat you guys last night.
It was a fluke. It won't happen again.
And they didn't even have Donovan Mitchell playing. Dean Wade went off. Like I said, with the West, the top three teams, it's Minnesota 43-19, OKC 42-19, and Denver 42-20. And then you got the bottom, like, what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess you can consider Golden State down there 7. So you got the Los Angeles Lakers 39-21. Pelicans 37-25. So that's like 3 games back. Yeah, 3 games back from the Clippers. And then Phoenix 36-26, 1 game back from the Pelicans from the 5th seed. So 5 and 6 is only 1 game decided. 7th seed 34-26. That's another 1 game decided from the 6th to 7th seed. And then you got another 1 game decided from the 8th seed from the Dallas 34-28.
Yeah, I mean, it's real close over there. It could go either way in the West. But the West is always pretty close like that every year.
And like the play-in teams, you got Sacramento, Dallas, Lakers, and Golden State as of right now. You don't want to see the Lakers in like the playoffs because LeBron in the playoffs, that's different. That he's different in the playoffs. You don't want to see Golden State in the playoffs because Steph Curry's different in the playoffs too. They've proven to be a playoff team. Dallas, this year they've been playing really good, and in the playoffs, like they have Spurs are playing really good, and Spurs are just like, oh. But Dallas, as of right now, you don't want to see them.
Dallas is still pretty inexperienced in the playoffs, though. Like, they missed it last year.
They missed it last year? Yeah, they did.
They missed it last year, and, you know, Luka, he's great, but he doesn't really have that much experience in the playoffs. Not that that's going to affect him. Like, he's going to play great either way, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of teams that you'd want to face, you might rather face them.
I feel like experience for the playoffs for him was proven, like, coming back from, I think it was 3-1 from the Suns. Whenever, like, you remember whenever he's coming out of the locker room, it's like they're talking when they're up, you know, and he came back and won that series. I feel like he's proven himself in the playoffs, and Kyrie has been actually playing good this season. Like, he's been playing like how they expected him to play, and they've been adding pieces like Derek Lively, the rookie. He's been playing spectacular for them this season. I've loved how he's been playing with Luka and Kyrie, and especially after the All-Star break, Kyrie's been actually like progressed.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that Kyrie has kind of taken the number 2 option. Because Luka is still obviously the number 1, and Kyrie's
73.
Yeah, and Kyrie's been doing his thing as the number 2 over there, and the Mavericks. I mean, they could be a dangerous team, especially if they get hot down the stretch of the season here. They could go on a run. I mean, I don't know about win it all, but they could if they go get it hot enough.
Right now, they're on a 3-game losing streak. As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now.
But out of the 4 teams, and I haven't mentioned this team, Sacramento. I would rather see Sacramento out of those 4 teams.
They had a good run last year.
Experience in playoffs. That's my consideration right there. I feel like Dallas has more experience in the playoffs than Sacramento. Sorry.
I mean,
gosh.
Yeah, we're a little rusty. We haven't done this in a while. I
have a rough throat right now, man. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Been a little busy. But Sacramento, I can see what you're saying with them and Dallas. How you'd rather see Sacramento over Dallas if you're playing them. But I don't know. Sacramento is still a dangerous team. The West is really hard to call it this year because it could go any way.
Mm-hmm.
Like the top 8 teams, even the top 10 teams, if you include the play-in, like all those teams could potentially go on a run.
And like the funny thing is that I feel like there's no potential for the 11th seed because the 11th seed from the alright, so the 10th seed, they're 32 and 28 is Golden State, and the 11th seed is Utah, 28 and 34. 5 games behind. I feel like there's really no realistic shot unless Golden State or whoever's like up there goes on like a insane losing streak. Like Dallas right now is on a 3-game losing streak. If they continue this losing streak, Utah might have the potential to slip in there. But ironically, I don't really see the 11th seed this year in the West slipping up into a play-in tournament. I think the top 10 teams are decided right now.
Yeah, it just depends on the placement for them.
Mm-hmm. And it's like literally, it's just all placements because every single one from 5 to 10, it's literally 1 game back, and then from 8 to 9 is a half a game, and then 9 to 10 is another half a game because it's 9 to 9.5 and 10.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like over there in the East. You got the Celtics as the clear number 1.
Yeah, the Celtics is literally like they already have a play-in spot. Like they're
at least gonna make the play-in.
Yeah, they're already gonna make the playoffs. Like they're not even playing; they're making the playoffs already. Like they're already guaranteed in the playoff spot. And then like literally, you have Milwaukee 7.5 games back from Boston in the 2nd seed with 41 and 21. And like I said, the Boston Celtics got their 13th loss last night. They're 48 and 13. And compared from the West, when Minnesota is number 1, I said it 43 to 19. So Boston's number 1 is literally clear number 1 power ranked team, in the whole NBA. How do you feel about that? Your team?
Well, I mean, we knew it going in. I said that the Celtics were good. They added Porzingis. I wasn't too thrilled about the Drew Holiday acquisition at first, but then I thought about it more, and obviously it's worked out well. And obviously Jason Tatum taking another step. Jaylen Brown's doing good this year. Jason Tatum could win MVP, if I'm being honest with you.
He could. Luka's up there too. You always
Shea.
Yeah, but you always got to throw Jokic.
I don't know. I wouldn't give it to Jokic this year.
I feel like
I'm just saying, like,
I haven't really kept up with the MVP race.
We have to use the LeBron rule here. Because LeBron, every single year, for a good stretch in the 2000s to 2010s, deserved to be MVP. But they're like, well, it's LeBron, so we're not going to give it to you every single year. we have to use the LeBron rule for Jokic because he's going to average a triple-double. Well, but that's just what Jokic does. So we have to let, this person's playing really well and actually lifted their team up from where they were before.
So you say Tatum, you throw Tatum in there, throw in Giannis,
I wouldn't put Giannis in there this year.
Okay.
I think it's between Tatum, Luka, or Shea.
Or how about Ant? Ant's been playing fantastic.
He's been good, but I don't know.
You don't think that Ant's in the consideration?
He could. He
do you
could
think
be.
top 5?
Yeah, he'd be top 5.
Okay. I strongly agree with that one.
If I'm just choosing 3, though, I would choose Tatum, Luka, and Shea.
Well, the thing is that with Luka, you have to throw in the factor that they're 8th seed right now. But also, it's like.
But are we doing the MVP award, or are we doing the best player on the best team award?
That's
because
also it too.
Luka is the MVP of the Mavericks. If he wasn't there, they're nothing.
No, Booker's been hurt a lot this season. Because I was about to say Booker. Booker's been hurt a lot. Yeah, I'll say I'll agree with your top 3, and 4 I'll put Ant. Honestly.
I mean, if we had to throw a 5th one in there, it could be Jokic. But like I said, we have to use the LeBron rule. I don't think he should win it this year. Because the Nuggets are still good, but they're not as good as they were last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm pulling up stats right now and see if I can think of anyone else. Because, I mean, like, besides those 4, if we don't... Yeah, literally, just those 4. I mean, I wouldn't throw in...
Tyrese is a dark horse, but
yeah, most improved.
I don't think he's gonna win it. But as a dark horse, I could throw Tyrese in there.
Yeah, Luka's averaging 34.6 points per game.
Yeah,
and then number 2 is Shea, 31.1, and Shea's been. Honestly, so my friend's an OKC fan. And I asked him this question last night because, like, for the podcast, I was like, so as an OKC fan, do you think like your team like over exceeded your expectations this season? He was like, yeah,
100%.
I was like, okay, like, what do you think that you like? He was like, he already knew what I was going at with this next question, and I was like, I didn't even let it off. I was like, but what I was going to ask is like, what do you think you guys would have been like this season, like seeding wise or whatever? He was like, honestly, I was expecting like 5 seed, maybe 5, 6 seed, at the least 6 seed. And I was like, I agree, because like Shea has been improving every year.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Dort's been improving every year and been considering like one of the best perimeter defensive players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Chet's back, and that was their biggest question was Chet. Chet's been actually playing really good in the system. I know you're not a big Chet guy, and honestly,
he's good, but we hate him. We love Victor.
You like Victor?
Yeah, I had to choose one, and I chose Victor. I chose correctly too.
I mean, I like Victor too, but like
I chose correctly because Victor is insanely good.
No, he proved to get Chet the other night.
Yeah, he is insane.
It was crazy. You see that clip where he was subbed out, and then Chet got subbed in, and then like immediately whenever like it's like how it went was Wemby got subbed out, and then it started. Chet got subbed in, and then there was another dead ball. He got subbed in. Wemby saw. He ran right back to the score table and said, "No, I'm getting subbed in. I went right back in." He literally said, "Fuck Popovich. I'm going in."
Yeah. That's so awesome.
Pop let it happen. I mean, like Pop knows he's a competitor, so he loves that,
dude.
And he's also the best player. He's about to be the best player in the world in a couple years. So it's like you're coaching him, and like I feel like Wemby's going to be an MVP in 2-3 years.
Oh yeah, he definitely could. Only thing that could stop him would be injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, while we're talking about the Spurs, I don't know exactly where I saw it, what news news station or whatever, like they were talking about a situation where Victor Wembanyama is going to get tired of not competing for a playoff spot, or like just gonna get tired of not winning championships soon and gonna ask for a trade. Like he's a rookie. When did we start this? Like every single year in the NBA, oh, this person's gonna get tired if they don't get more pieces around them. Like, let them play out their fucking rookie contract. Maybe get their first contract with the team. All right, let's give them a few years before we start doing trade rumors and everything about that.
And like players from like overseas, you know, I don't know if you noticed, like they're like, I feel like they're more loyalty to like an organization. Like, especially if they're really good players, like Jokic, he's probably going to retire a Nugget.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Dirk, he retired a Maverick. Luka, he's going to probably retire a Maverick. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if Luka doesn't retire a Maverick.
You can also look at Manu.
Manu Ginobili, thank you. You brought up a great one right there.
Yeah, Manu Ginobili. I mean, even when he could have went to another team and been the starter, he still chose to stay with the Spurs and be the sixth man, and be an insanely good sixth man, too. So, I mean, Victor, I think he's going to be like that too. I think he loves the Spurs. I do think they need to get him more, like, players around him, because I don't know, like, there's a bunch of times where I saw this clip. Victor was running. Dude, I saw this clip where Victor was running down the court and he was open, and instead of passing it to Victor to dunk it, they just passed it behind him to another teammate to shoot a three. And I was like, what are you doing? You have fucking Victor Wembanyama, dude. Give it to him and let him dunk over anybody. He's 7 foot, like 6 or whatever the fuck he is.
I like their roster, but they think that they're like too good, and like they're, you know, they think that they might have the potential to be the second best or the best player on that team, which it's not. You know, I mean, because like, Victor's clearly number one.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Sohan is not an offensive player. Devin Vassell is probably their second best offensive player on their team. Blake Wesley is still unproven. I don't even know who else they have on their team. Like, do they have Osni Osma or no? Wait, is that an NFL player?
I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest with you.
It's he used to play. He used to play for the Cavs.
Oh, Chetty Osman?
Yeah, Chetty Osman. Yes.
I don't think they have him on the team, but I don't know. I haven't heard of him since the Cavs, dude. Yeah, I feel like he was on the Cavs forever,
dude. Yeah, I know he's on a team with impact right now. That I don't think he's on the Spurs. I don't think he might be though.
But yeah, the Spurs, they do need to get like more pieces around Victor, but like for right now in his rookie year, just let him play and get better. You know, I mean, we look at how he's been playing this year, and he's living up to the hype. And then if you look at Zion, right? He was the most hyped up player coming out of college, and everyone thought he was going to be the next LeBron. He's going to be this generational type player. And what the heck is going on with Zion, dude?
I think he's been playing pretty good,
but
this season, but like he's been unhealthy a lot, like late, like previous.
He's been missing games. And did you see the thing with the Pelicans and Stephen A? Like how they've been going back and forth at each other?
No.
Dude, so Stephen A I think it was on First Take, he was talking about how in New Orleans he heard that the restaurant owners would love when Zion Williamson comes in because he eats the table. As like a quote, right? And I don't know if he was being funny or whatever, or if he actually heard that from someone.
Wait. Is this like a while back whenever he was like getting big, or he was big?
This was only a few weeks ago or so, I think. Or at least that's what I heard about it, because the Pelicans Twitter or X started posting clips of Stephen A playing basketball and like airballing and like posting his stats from when he was in college when he averaged 1.5 points and like just trolling him. And then on his Stephen A Smith's podcast, he was talking about it, and he said that he loves New Orleans and everything, but Zion needs to focus and like get healthy and everything, and
understandable,
and focus on being like a NBA player that he and living to his potential that he could be. Because I don't know, he has not lived up to the potential at all.
No.
I'm not saying he's a bust, because when he plays, he has impact.
I mean, like, okay,
when he plays, like, he only played like 30% of his games.
Like, when you look at that roster, it's Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum. I'm not even looking at the roster right now. I'm just looking at the standings because they're 37-25. I expect that team to be more than that because you have CJ McCollum, a consistent offensive player. I consider CJ McCollum top 5 most consistent offensive players in the league, without doubt. Consistent mid-range, consistent 3, knows how to get buckets for his size, and has a really good handle. And he can facilitate and pass the ball. Brandon Ingram has the potential to be one of the best wings in the league, but like he clearly, like, right now he's not, because
I think he's underrated. I think he's really good.
I agree, but he has the potential to be one of the best wings in the league. But that's not going to happen with wings like Tatum. Mm-hmm. Bron's still in the league.
Yeah.
Kawhi. Mm-hmm. You consider PG a wing, or you consider him a guard now?
I consider him a wing.
PG. I mean, I consider PG Ingram.
He could be either. Ingram he's like Kevin Durant light.
Yes.
But he's underrated because of that fact that he's on the Pelicans with Zion and CJ.
I consider Ingram one step down from Paul George.
So you consider him like to be a third tier player? Or like a second tier player?
Low tier 1.
Low tier 1.
Actually, high tier 2. Low tier 1 or high tier 2?
Because what do you consider to be Paul George?
There's times he looks like tier 1, and and then there's times like he's like, you know, like he's like, what? How's he shooting 0 for 13 right now? I consider George a low-tiered 1, maybe. Okay,
so you think that Ingram, in your opinion, is a high tier 2 player?
Yes.
That's fair.
Because, you know, Bron's tier 1, Tatum's tier 1, Kawhi's tier 1,
KD
tier 1.
Yeah. What other wings are there, dude? We're forgetting some.
DeRozan's tier 2. Jimmy's tier 2.
Really?
High tier 2. I consider below Ingram.
Really? That's kind of insane.
Hasn't won a championship. I mean, Ingram hasn't won a championship either. But like, also like, but Butler's older. Ingram's younger. Ingram has the potential to be better.
But we're not talking about who you want to build a team around. We're talking about who's the best player right now. I think Jimmy Butler is tier 1.
I think the Heat.
Let me say this. The Heat in the regular season, we know they don't care.
Yeah, they don't. We're a playoff.
But when
team.
you get to the playoffs, no one fears Brandon Ingram in the playoffs.
No.
Everyone fears Hemi buckets.
Yeah, true.
He's created like a legend for himself the past few years for his insane carry jobs for the Heat.
So you consider him tier 1?
I consider him tier 1.
Okay.
Easily tier 1.
I mean, I can see that. I just say, like, you know, he's a dominant player. Yes, I mean, yeah, he could be tier 1, but I don't know.
Like, total package, he's tier 1 because he's not the greatest offensive player, but he has high defensive IQ and he has high effort. But like Brandon Ingram, better offensive player than Jimmy Butler, but like combined, Jimmy Butler is better than him, I think.
Michael Porter Jr.
Nah, he's not up there. He's low tier 2.
RJ Barrett,
tier 3.
Low tier 2 for me.
Basically the same.
Yeah. OG Anunoby,
tier 10.
Tier 3.
I don't like him, dude. I don't know what it is. I just don't like him.
I love OG, but he's in the NBA. He's tier 3.
I don't know what it is. I just don't like him. I'm sorry. I just don't know.
How about Scotty?
Oh my god, dude. I love Scotty Barnes.
I love me some Scotty Barnes.
I don't know where to put him. I'll put him in tier 2.
I put him tier 2.
Yeah, we love him. We love you, Scotty. You see him in a skills competition, dude? You ever watched that yet?
He threw it backwards. He shot the shot backwards, dude. Didn't he fumble a dribble too?
Oh my gosh.
I think you beat the allegations.
Yeah. Not acoustic.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. The NBA talk is real. This is
the most we've done for NBA, I think. We're over 25 minutes.
I love having League Pass, dude. It's nice.
I don't have League Pass, but
I can lob it up to you, dude. We can talk about last night's games, like the scores and stuff like that. Obviously, the Pistons lost. They lost to the Miami Heat, 118 to 110. Pistons go down to 9-52.
that's insanely terrible, dude. They should not even have a draft lottery. They should just give them the number 1 pick this year. Like,
They should give them the top 2 picks.
they should. It's so bad. How can you be that bad?
I'd rather at least give them 2 first rounders. Like, give them a number 1 and give them like a low 1 round pick.
There should be special exceptions for the draft lottery. If some team does insanely terrible, they should get the number 1 pick.
All right, who's more acoustic? the Pistons organization.
The Pistons organization,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
What the heck is going on here?
Oh, 9-52. That's actually crazy. That might be almost worse than the Charlotte Hornets or Bobcats. It would have been referred as back in the day. Or no, who had the worst record in the NBA history? Was it the Sixers or Bobcats?
I don't remember. I think it was the Bobcats.
If you wouldn't mind looking that up,
I got the
lend up the next scores we could talk about. Is the Magic and the Hornets. In Magic, have you heard their catchy catchy song? On, like, I see all over TikTok. It's like Orlando Magic, oh, dude. Every time they get a win, dude, I always see that stuff. But 101 to 89 to the Hornets. They go up to 36-26 at the Orlando Magic, and I think they are the 4th seed in the East. And that's a high expectation for me this year for them because I did not expect them. I expected them to be a play-in team at least. And who at the record?
So this is for a 66 game season.
Okay.
The Charlotte Bobcats were 7-59.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard beat. They only beat it by 2 games right now.
I want to see what the worst for an 82 game season was, though.
But also, like,
oh, here we go. The Philadelphia 76ers have the worst record by a team with 82 plus games played in the season, with a record of 9-73.
so literally, if they don't win another game this season, they're gonna tie the record.
They'll tie the record, yeah.
Dude, they should tie the record, bro.
That'd be so funny.
Pelicans won last night to the Raptors, 139-98. Pelicans go up to 37-25, and the city, as we talked about earlier with the records, 1 game's deciding all the West games. So whenever a West team loses like one of those West teams, as in like the Pelicans, Clippers. Oh no, not Clippers. Wow, I did not see that. Like the Pelicans, Phoenix, Sacramento, Dallas, Lakers, and Golden State. If one of those teams loses, and that's going to be hurtful for them because they're going to fall down.
Oh, yeah.
So those teams don't want losses right now. And let's see. We got the Hawks beating the Knicks 116-100.
Trae Young.
The Sixers going down to the Brooklyn Nets. Frauds.
Mikal Bridges.
112-107. And then we talked about this earlier. The Cavs and the Celtics 105-104. And let me run down what happened the last drive. So Darius Garland took it down, scored.
Shout out to Darius Garland.
Acrobatic layup, real acrobatic. Porzingis almost got a block. Tatum goes down the court. Garland's on him. I think Porzingis sets a screen. Garland fights it. Tatum hits Tatum shoves him. Like kind of like not like a clear shove. You can't even see it in real time. You see it. You saw it over over the video, but shoves him, and then goes into a shot sticks his legs out, sticks his right leg out. And Garland, I'm surprised. Garland actually defended it really good, and they called a foul, and the Cavs challenged it, and then they saw it, and there was 0.7 seconds left after when they called the foul. The Cavs challenged it, they reviewed it, and they called an offensive foul on Tatum, and then the tip ball happened, and as soon as the tip happened, the clock went, which I didn't know. I thought that if they tip it, you still had time to gather and call a timeout. No, I guess whenever the player tips it, and the clock starts.
Damn.
So that's how the Celtics lost last night. But literally on the tip ball, the Celtics did grab the tip. So if that was a rule, they would have had time because they were trying to call timeout right away.
Yeah, that's the fluke victory, but Cavs got the win. Shout out to Darius Garland.
It's
that guy.
It's if they just would have scored a bucket, one more bucket in the fourth, because they shot terrible in the fourth quarter. If they shot if they hit one good bucket in the fourth, they would have beat the Cavs. But it is what it is. You guys are still 48-13, number one team in the East, number one team in the whole NBA. So it's not it's a loss, but it's not it's the end of the world considering that you're already in playoffs no matter what. What's up?
So, nothing. I'm just looking at something.
Okay. I got 3 more games.
Right.
Rockets take down the Spurs 114-101. The Pacers take down the Mavericks 137-120.
Let's go.
Went to Mark Cuban's house and took them down. And then the other upsets. Phoenix taking down the Nuggets 117-107.
Jokic in the mud.
Then tonight's games. You want to lob up some? We want to lob up some predictions.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, we got the Magic and the Wizards at 6 p.m. Who do you got?
Magic.
I also got the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Oh, and then we got the Clippers and Rockets at 6:30 on ESPN.
Clips and Rocks. I'm gonna go Clips.
I got the Clippers too. Rockets are home. Oh, dude, I'm gonna go with the Rockets, dude. I've been seeing a lot of stuff with Dylan Brooks, dude, just freaking staring people down. You
love the villain, don't you?
I might like the villain, dude, especially because he's out of Memphis, dude. It's just it makes him even more like of a villain arc because he got kicked out of his own city that he thought he was accepted in. It's a cold story, bro. It's a cold background story with Dylan Brooks, dude.
Yeah, sure.
Is it not? Is it not?
Whatever. Dude.
Okay, he's in a town in a city that he thought that he was loved. But
everyone was clowning on him anyway the whole time. But he thought he was cool, and he used to wear the no shirt and to walking around looking like a fucking
Stone Cold
douche.
Steve Austin on Halloween, dude.
Yeah,
dude. It's just incredible. The city loved him, and then whenever the whole entire playoff thing with LeBron happened, the city clowned on him. Everyone clowned on him, and then that's when he got shut out. Grizzlies and Sixers. Sixers at home.
I'll go Sixers.
I'm gonna go Sixers too. Grizzlies haven't been really looking hot. Mm-hmm. Cavs and Hawks.
I'll go have who's home.
The Hawks are home, and the Cavs just got done with the game. So
I'll go Cavs. I think they get another win.
I'm gonna go Cavs too. They beat the Celtics last night. Bulls and Jazz.
Kind of a couple mid teams, not gonna lie. But closer to Chicago, I'm going to go the Bulls.
I'm going to go the Bulls, too. Midwest. OKC and the Trailblazers.
I'm going to go OKC, obviously.
Yeah, clear. OKC. Oh. This one, the last two were really good ones.
All right.
Milwaukee and Golden State.
Milwaukee, Golden State. Milwaukee.
I'm going to go Golden State.
Okay.
Kings and Lakers. Lakers are at home. But it doesn't really matter because they're both in California.
Yeah. I'm going to go... I'll go Lakers.
I'm going Lakers, too. If the Kings were at home, I would have said the Kings. And I probably would have watched that game just so they can light the beam.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Lakers.
Lighting the beam is different.
Dude, I only saw it once. It was on ESPN when I had an ESPN game. Them light the beam. Mm-hmm. It was cool.
All right.
I want to see it live, dude.
Speaking of predictions, our predictions battle for the NFL season ended with me winning.
Yes.
Now, I know we had an agreement that if I were to win, you would have to say something that you don't want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And that if you were to win, I would have to say something that I didn't want to say.
Yes.
So, out of the respect for the valiant fight you brought back to me after I was up by so many weeks, and also our extended break that we didn't expect to happen, I don't want you to say that anymore.
You want me to do something else?
No, we're just going to, good game. And next year, we'll do it again.
Okay.
Just a respectful end to it. I don't want to, I won, but it was close.
You know what? You won. I won't say he's the GOAT. Kyler Murray is a pretty good quarterback. Is that good enough for you?
Dude, I didn't even want you to say it at all.
I know, but I feel like you, since you won and you didn't want me to say it, I feel like that's the least I can do is
all right.
Since you won't make me say that, you at least hear that come out of my mouth, and on obviously the whole world now heard it
on recording. It's on the internet.
You have the recording for however long you want it.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
So, all right, that's what I want to do for predictions. We just wanted to move on. I won this year. Year 1, W for me. But year 2, because we're gonna get more consistent with this, and we're gonna do this each and every week. Hopefully, sometimes you may have to miss a week, but for year 2, we'll just say it right now. We are having a set bye week when we get there, right? Because you sprung it on me this year.
I feel like the set by week, you want it individually for us, or you want it like at the same time? Me and you just hit it.
We do at the same time so that... Well, no, we have to do 2, wouldn't we?
There's 18 weeks in the season, isn't there? No.
Oh, yeah, there's 18.
So 1.
So, yeah, we'll do 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do 1. We'll decide when we get closer. Obviously, the season just ended. Chiefs beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Sad.
Yeah. Taylor Swift was only shown for like 30 seconds during the Super Bowl.
W.
Yeah.
Probably did that on purpose, though. Good though.
Yeah. Usher, solid performance at halftime.
Oh, it was really good.
Having a nice little dance.
It's nice to see Spicy, Ice Spice.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
What else here? Oh yeah, we'll set that, because this year you kind of sprung on me the bye week out of nowhere, in a week that I did my best.
Marvelous.
I did tremendous.
2,
I think
2.
I 14-2 that week.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I got like 2 wrong.
So we're gonna have a set one next year, and if you don't predict, you automatically lose. That's what we're going to go with. We'll say that right now.
I like that rule.
March 6th, if you don't predict, you lose.
March 6th, if you don't predict, you lose.
And now we can refer back to this if we need to, that this is a set rule before we get into it. Because if you forget to predict 1 week, or I do, and we're going to argue about it, we got the proof right here on recording. Episode 14.
March 6th?
Yeah. So, we didn't really predict the playoffs we were going to. Oh, wait, we did wild card, right?
We did the wild card, and then I don't think we documented the... Did we document the conference championships?
No, we didn't.
Because obviously I had the Niners, and then I think I had the Ravens.
I think you got all the ones right in wild card. Texans, Chiefs, Packers, Lions, Bills, Bucks.
Yeah, I got all of them right. I remember I did really hot in the wild card.
Yeah, you got all of them right. I went 3-3 on that one.
Texans, Chiefs, Packers, Lions, Bills, Bucks. Yep.
So, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, if we go back to the year before, though, before we had a podcast and we were doing our predictions just, for fun. I went undefeated that wild card weekend, predicted the Giants beating the Vikings. That's all I'm going to say.
Speaking of the Giants, I heard they're getting they might be drafting a quarterback.
Oh, they could be. But more importantly, what they're doing, they're not franchise tagging Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is going to be a free agent this year. I have a list here of all the other free agents this year. Or at least not all of them, but the high quality players that aren't being franchise tagged. Chris Jones.
I heard about
Christian
that one.
Wilkins. Saquon Barkley, like we said. Josh Jacobs. Michael Onwenu. Baker Mayfield. Calvin Ridley. Xavier McKinney. Those are the high level players that aren't being franchise tagged.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson got released by the Broncos, so he's a free agent. We got Jamal Adams released by the Seahawks. Quandre Diggs released by the Seahawks. Who'd you just say earlier?
Jordan Poyer.
Jordan Poyer got released by the Bills. And then Michael Pittman Jr. got the non-exclusive franchise tag from the Colts. Which that means it's the same thing that the Ravens gave to Lamar last year. So what it is other teams can negotiate with this player, but the team that franchise tagged him has the chance to match them and keep him on the squad. So I'm really hoping the Colts don't fuck it up and they keep Michael Pittman Jr. because Michael Pittman and Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor next year is going to be so crazy.
Josh Downs. Oh
my God, dude. I'm so excited.
Zach Moss.
Yeah. I think... Is he a free agent this year, though?
Is he?
I'll look it up.
I was about to say, because Zach Moss, he actually looked good this season, and it looks like he'd be like a good second back for JT whenever he's tired or whenever you need to throw in him just so you need JT in a long stretch,
Zach Moss is set to hit the free agent market during the 2024 offseason.
That's going to be a decent snag for a team who has a good running back.
Or one who doesn't have a running back like the Ravens.
The Ravens, didn't they sign someone really good in the playoffs, but he didn't play?
Wasn't it Dalvin Cook?
Yes, it was Dalvin Cook. But he's kind of getting a chopping block.
Well, the Ravens have J.K. Dobbins, but he obviously got hurt this year.
And Gus Edwards.
If the Colts could bring back Zach Moss, that'd be awesome. I mean, but we obviously got Jonathan Taylor. He's our guy.
Mm-hmm. Even if you guys draft like a running back, is a running back class is decent this year?
It's not crazy, but there's some decent depth to it.
Like the Michigan running back looks decent.
Yeah. Blake Corum.
Yep.
I think there's 2 Michigan running backs this year too. I forget the other one's name right now.
Dude, I'm excited about the the 2 LSU receivers.
Oh yeah, Malik Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here,
dude. You see so I saw on social media it was like if Jaden Daniels and JJ McCarthy swapped colleges, they will have the same identical stats. Do you know what their stats were?
Mm-mm.
Jaden Daniels had like 4,000 yards passing, and JJ McCarthy had like 2,500 or something like that.
Oh.
It was like, I was like, and then like someone was like, no freaking way, Jaden Daniels is a way better quarterback than JJ. But I can see it was system wise with
LSU system is good.
No, it was more like Jim Harbaugh's system is solid and really good. It solidifies a running game and a passing game. More like it was kind of surprising too because I think Chip Kelly's LSU coach, isn't he now? I hate that man. I think he is.
No, I don't think he's LSU.
He used to be a Notre Dame coach. I think he's LSU coach now.
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly,
not
yeah.
Chip Kelly.
Yeah, Brian Kelly. Yeah, I don't like Brian Kelly. It was kind of funny because like in Notre Dame, his system was more run.
Mm-hmm.
So he's passing it more down at LSU, but I think he might have the talent, but still, I don't see it.
Let's see here. I mean, I got my position rankings from earlier for the upcoming draft, but I'm going to have to update these because the combine just happened and everything like that. And Xavier Worthy, the wide receiver from Texas, broke the 40-yard dash record for the fastest in combine history with a 4.21, beating John Ross's 4.22 that he had a few years ago.
Fast.
Yeah.
Cheetah.
Fast.
You see the quarterback from Notre Dame was the only quarterback who ran 40.
Sam Hartman.
Yeah.
Yep. That's so weird.
He ran a 4.8 too, I think, right?
Something like that. He's not a fast guy, but it's so weird to me that none of the other quarterbacks ran.
Usually everyone wants to run a 40.
I mean, the quarterbacks... It kind of started with Lamar, I think. Because Lamar didn't run. Which, he didn't run because people were talking about switching him to a running back or a wide receiver. And he was like, no, I play quarterback, so I'm not even going to show you this. You're going to see me passing. But now I feel like all these quarterbacks this year didn't run at all. Why?
Like, there's no excuse for any of them, really.
Caleb Williams didn't do anything at the combine except for interviews. Yeah. And I mean, he's still going to be the number one draft pick. I'm telling you that right now. But it's just insane to me that you don't do anything at the combine.
It just being an organization, I see that. It's like, I wouldn't want the guy. If he's not going to, like, put an effort to like let me see his talent, how do I know, like if I want you to do this, and then like see if it translates to an NFL game. You don't want to do that, and I feel like you can't do that because you don't want to. Why would I draft you?
Well, you draft him because he's Caleb Williams and he's that good. That's the way they look at it now.
I mean, me being in Chicago, like seeing that, I'll probably trade my number one pick.
No,
and trade down.
They're not going to, just for the simple fact that they can restart with a new rookie contract and get Caleb Williams. Now, I could be wrong. They could keep Justin Fields, but I don't know.
Dude, each day goes by, and I'm like, what are they going to do? They need to do something.
They're in an interesting spot because
they're taking their time, too.
Yeah, they either keep Justin Fields and have to pay him in a year or two, or draft Caleb Williams and you get another 5 years of rookie contract and you don't have to pay him.
Do you think they set Caleb Williams the first year?
No. Whoever they draft, they're putting him. And it only is going to be Caleb Williams, I think.
I wonder where they're going to trade Justin Fields to. If they, it's like talk. They're definitely getting him, but like, there's also like this, like the spot where they're probably going to trade the pick too.
I don't know. I think they're going to trade Justin Fields, and I think the best place for him to go would be Atlanta. As a perfect fit, in my opinion.
Or New York.
Could be New York. But I don't know. Something about Atlanta just... I feel like Justin Fields would fit perfectly there with Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London.
Tyler Algier or what do you say his last name?
Tyler Algier.
Algier.
I don't know. But we're in the off season of the NFL. Next week I think I'll compile my list of
FAs.
Of free agents, because free agency should start next week. Which is gonna be exciting. And I'll compile my list of my favorite players from the draft and the top position ranks and everything. We could dive more into that. Maybe a mock draft will be coming up soon. You never know. But for this week, I think.
One last thing. We planning on heading out, right?
Yeah.
One last thing. You talked about Chris Jones being a free agent. You think the Chiefs' kingdom is down with Chris Jones out?
I mean, it's definitely a big loss, and we'll see if they can work something out. They bring him back, but he could also just say, "I'm just going to take the biggest paycheck because I'm already a Super Bowl champion a couple times." I mean,
3-time.
Yeah.
That's going to be the most exciting move because I'm interested in what he's going to do. If he wants to bring him back, or if he won't, because he's going to get paid.
He deserves it.
Yep, he one of the best interior defensive tackles in the league. Him, Aaron Donald, and Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Chris Jones. Russell Wilson, where's he going to land? That's another interesting one.
And is he going to do good in that system?
And who are the Broncos going to get as their quarterback? That's another one.
It's good quarterbacks.
They must have seen someone in the draft that they really like.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Maybe they make a play for Caleb Williams if the Bears really are going to trade the first pick.
I mean, what? If Bears trade their first pick to the Denver Broncos, what's the Broncos spot?
The Broncos are high up there. Let's see here. I don't remember off the top of my head.
And then what? They give them a defensive player probably.
Either a defensive player or
an offensive lineman.
Or just a bunch of picks.
Yeah.
Let's see, where are the Broncos at? Oh, I know, they ended up being number 12.
That's not bad.
It's not terrible, but I don't think...
It's not top 10, but...
Yeah, I don't think the Bears would do it. If I'm looking here, the Patriots at 3, Commanders at 2, the Falcons at 8. The Falcons, I don't know. I feel like something's going to happen there. Yeah, other than that, unless the Seattle Seahawks want to jump all the way up there and try and get him, but they're at 16, so that's not going to happen, really. It's going to be interesting to see, though. So, like I said, next week we'll definitely have some more NFL talk, probably. This week kind of NBA heavy, and I liked it. Nice conversation about the NBA and everything. Victor Wembanyama's the GOAT already. Luka's good. Shea, he's doing well. Fluke victory for the Cavs last night.
Not fluke victory tonight.
Other than that, we didn't even say our names at the beginning of this. I'm Austin Bradley, the host. And this is my co-host, Brian Sparkman, signing us off.
See you guys.
You're not going to say something special?
No. I don't have anything prepped.
First thing that comes to your mind. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cotton balls.